Thank you, Bobby. And within the last hour, arrest announced in the attack that injured a Hillsborough County deputy last week. 24-year-old William Lewis Jr. facing multiple charges now, including aggravated battery on a law enforcement officer for allegedly hitting a deputy with his car and then leaving. Our Hannah Deneen was at the press conference with Sheriff Chad Chronister, just wrapped up minutes ago. And Hannah, the suspect's girlfriend also facing charges now.
Yes, she is charged with being an accessory to this crime and tampering with evidence. And Sheriff Chad Chronister said he is confident that there will be more arrests in this case. Now, this all started in the early morning hours of July 5th when Deputy Kalin Hall made a routine traffic stop when he saw a car swerving through lanes. As he approached that car, once it was pulled over, that driver took off. Then about 15 minutes later, he saw the car backed into a spot at a nearby apartment complex. Again, Hall approached and that driver saw him, took off directly towards him, ramming him with his car and leaving him with serious injuries. Now, the sheriff's office says William Lewis Jr. called his girlfriend after fleeing that scene, and she called Lewis's mother, who then came to him after he parked that car in a nearby neighborhood, picked him up and brought him home. The sheriff's office says they tracked him down at home with a warrant where he never showed any remorse and he asked for his lawyer. Days later, they say they suspected Lewis was trying to flee the area when they caught up with him.
Thought that they were headed into the abyss, that they were taking off. He knew that the time was up, the gig was up, and he had his only option, once again, was to flee, and he was going to try to get away. When we arrested him, the only comment that he made was that his mom had given him money and it was in the backseat of the car. So he's in a rental car, he packed his bags, his mom gave him some money. I'll let the rest of you determine what do you think he was doing. Wasn't going to church.
Deputy Kalin Hall was released from the hospital over the weekend and is at home recovering tonight. He is expected to make a full recovery.
Boy, Hannah, seeing that video, one thing, being in it, completely different. That deputy seriously injured as we saw him walking out on crutches. Also talking about not knowing how serious those injuries were.
And during the press conference today, Sheriff Chad Chronister shared a really emotional moment that nearly brought him and State Attorney Susie Lopez to tears. He talked about the deputies who rushed to Hall's aid after he was hit by that car. And Hall, again, not knowing how serious his injuries were, was leaving messages for his family with those deputies in case of a worst case scenario tonight. Again, fortunately, he is at home recovering and hopefully surrounded by those loving family members. Live in Ybor, Hannah Deneen, 10 Tampa Bay.
Hoping for a speedy recovery. Thank you, Hannah.